A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready, team! Out!
They stay on the ground with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready. Ready, two.
Another run for Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready. Out. All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
Tua looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down the inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
All right, come on. Ready, team.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ready, shot. 20 TX. Ready, T. Ready.
Tua off the play fake. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Patriots, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready,
They go play action. Here's May. Finds his man. It's Mario Douglas. Has a hole left. Room to run. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Mario Douglas with the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Starting at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They're right here. 18. Hey, number 1.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready. 21G.
3rd and long for him here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
May looking to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to be set up and goal to go after a great return down inside the 10.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
44. Ready. 18. Turbo 1 high.
They go with Williams on the counter. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Patriots 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. May now from the gun. Complete to Diggs out left. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
This time it's a passing play. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal, New England.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. right time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone.
All right, here we go, throw it. Five.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Cage, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Back to Henderson. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They manage 3 yards on the carry. That sets him up with 3rd and goal at the 5.
It's now 3rd.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Here's May, 3rd and goal. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
28-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Come on, 2.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play action, May. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
May now on third down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Collects this at the 32. Got it. That's going to be a first and more. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Good set. Go ahead. Big team. Out.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Out.
Out of the gun. Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
A handoff for Williams, running left. Chose to take this one up the middle instead, and it was a good decision. Gets him 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
44. Ready. Big team.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Yeah.
In for the marker with Williams. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Now Tagovailoa on 4. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
Ready. 20 TX. Big team.
On play action. Here's Tagovailoa. Finds his back. Kyron Williams. Room inside the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. First down, May. Big strike here to Williams. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
6-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Two and out from the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's got push one deep down there. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's May on 1st and 10. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
May on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Now they send their back in motion right. Here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
Crazy.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, get set.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense was flying around and making the play.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's on target to Pierce. Tackle made right around the 26. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st down, here's Tua. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jabril Peppers with the pick. So not only is he unable to learn from the mistake on the previous drive, Brock, defense actually forces him into another mistake on the very next drive.
You know what? I'm actually looking at this on the positive because there's nothing nice to say about the quarterback playing those decisions. But this defense doesn't just settle for the 1 interception. Nope. They smell some blood in the water, and they're going after it.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
May not have throw on 3rd. It's on target to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead just before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Get set. 21G.
He'll throw it. Looking at this fullback now. This one up to about the 27-yard line. And stop coming from Henry To'o. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Henderson on second down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They'll throw, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. Here he goes again. Kyle Williams. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. They'll run the toss for Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Hey, say? 118.
Out of the gun, Tonga Bailoa. Not enough on this throw, but hits the turf instead of his man.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
21G, 21G. 118. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tonga Bailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He lost the football. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
Well, I'm pretty sure this special teams coach is going to have a long talk with him after that one. You can get as creative as you want, but you can't give away the ball. You can't lose yardage. And you start turning the ball over like that, you're not going to be returning punts much longer.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up.
Right, running out of the gun. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from the excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, you gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
May. We've got a screen to the running back. Keeps away from one. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 13-point lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, or pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Ready, team.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Ready. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
Now here he goes on the boot. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. It sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
17 at the 38-yard line.
Right here. Ready, team. Out.
Back to throw, Tua. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Hey, come up, 2. Come up. Let's go. Yeah.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
20, TX.
Tua now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
3rd
and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Sanders sends it through, and that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, what's up?
This is Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's made in the air. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Patriots in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the win here. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Kyle Williams, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. Begins his return at the 16. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Right. All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready. He's right,
Here's Williams to start the drive. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
44. Ready. 42.
Another run for Williams. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2.
5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down.
And 4.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up.
4th down.
Punt team on the field. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 44-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that?
Off the play action, May. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has this down to the 34. They get 22 out of that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's good.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Running back motions right. Henderson here from the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That one complete to Diggs. And he's done cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. Oh, he lost the football. Ooh, but I think the Patriots got on top of that one, so they're going to maintain possession. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They give now to Henderson. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Patriots make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
Touchdown, Patriots.
So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots push their lead to 18. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Williams on the carry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Hey.
Tua looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Get set. Ready, team.
Tua out of the pistol. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ready, team. Whoa. Out.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jabril Peppers with the pick.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, interceptions follow.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, throw. Ready, what's up?
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
Sticking with Henderson. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's a New England first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready, what's that?
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It's Henderson on the give. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
What's that? Ready, what's up?
Here's Henderson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Borregalis connects, and that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And that carry only nets one on the punch up the guts.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard
All right,
line.
go. Ready.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from Miami.